How can something as... Welcome to Biomutant.
Yo guys, I'm back again with another stream on Biomutant. Hope you guys doing well. So let's continue our story. Recyclopedian. Visit Gizmo. Gizmo को visit करने जाना.
Easy to lose your way if you can't see landmarks.
ओके, यहाँ पे फर्स्ट ऑल हो सकता है, बाकी दूसरी जगह पे सुसु नहीं किया अभी. टेरिटरी नॉट मार्क. अच्छा, यहाँ पर भी हो सकता है. नाइस. चलो तो फिर वहां पे सुसु किया था हमने, इसको मार्क किया था टेरिटरी. इसका वो अलग ही है इसे.
Let's see.
इसे मार्क करने के लिए जैसे वो जानवर वगैरह ऐसे करते हैं ना, सुसु करते हैं तो मतलब वो एरिया उनका हो गया. ऐसे मार्क करने का तरीका इनका वैसे कैजुअल होता है. ये फूक गया जैसे जैसे एनिमीज ऐसे बीच बीच में जानवर आते रहेंगे. 700 meters.
Don't let the day pass you by. You made it to the quarrel spot. You've got to hate what the fighting started. It's the chug yard. This box once tailed a chugger. Now it's just off track.
लोल ये मस्त इफेक्ट थी इसके वो बैरल में मारा तो वैसे रॉकेट की तरह उड़ गया
The scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. They should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomber bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Well placed. It's starting to matter.
ये मस्त इफेक्ट है ना ये स्मोक के इसके पीछे से धुआं निकल रहा है चलो यहाँ पे सुसु करके टेरिटरी मार्क करते
Let's see.
ओके ऑलरेडी पहुंच चुके हैं यहाँ पे गिज़मो से मिले
Heroes make for the best stories. It's up to you.
मुझे लगा अपना आदमी में मिलने गए इस लेवल 9 लेट्स
A mercy, maybe. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end. In flames. Let's see. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes he'd lie if he claimed it was all good. You changed after your Mooma and Popsy passed, and he understands why you had to leave. The old village being a constant reminder of what happened. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. He says you should know that what's meant... Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
Take that, light!
Really, you ought to use your head instead of your gut.
See? The darkness lets you get away with anything.
Just remember, you can always find light in the dark.
Dark! For when you already know you're right.
Sad to see the Tree of Life is going to die and take everything with it, but it's not like he didn't expect it. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Jagni. They always hunker down in their homes, gathering their things around them. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no... It's the part of the land that suffered most from the apocalypse. It's deprived of oxygen, making it next to impossible for anything but creatures that were most contorted by the contamination.
Venture into dead zone. कहाँ पे जाना?
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. It's time to do what's right, for certain values of right.
ये बहन का लंड गिर गया नीचे.
Could be easy to get lost down here. Now, walk the walk, Pants.
ओके मतलब इस तरफ से नहीं जा सकते.
It's more than a little scary down here.
उल्टा भी चल रहा है वो तो. अबे चलना आगे क्या हो वहाँ बीच में खूब छुरी कर रहा है.
Yeah, biohazard. Sickening.
और नहीं जाना कहाँ जाना. अच्छा रिटर्न टू बीच.
Just stay on the rope. The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough to get the Mecton functional. You'll have an something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mecton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts.
वाह ये कुछ रोबोट जैसा मिल गया. A smoke about scripts.
Flex up. Better get moving before the day passes you by.
अच्छा ऐसे ही stuck कर सकते सही
The grease monkey's mechton is built sturdy, just like himself.
बढ़िया गेम है यार ऐसे
He used to look before the dead oil
टाइम
flood.
पास के लिए और ऐसे फ्यूल suck कर सकते
Hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo-Deepo, the cliffside that moved hands on.
ऊपर कैसे जाना
That was fun.
तो ऊपर चढ़ू कहाँ से ये तो बताओ हराम करो
Birds can't breathe to sing.
अच्छा ये कुछ येलो येलो है इसको टच करके
Pode ser. Inmo. Tiava. Ruven.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now.
Bestilka.
Claims he goes after the most dangerous game, huge monsters.
Kag.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Waxandona nenya.
Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make.
Tarn mianda kaguno.
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care.
O vuxu disco alean. Yoshkaba.
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it.
Ja.
When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies.
Bustarn mianda fa.
Worries that when the world dies, there won't be any monsters left. What will he shoot then?
Padam wakomo nas vaya.
Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead.
Vaxa u intabadan.
Approves of you working with the Jagni. They have the hunt.
Pode ser.
Enjoys it when he gets the chance, though they're not much good against monsters.
Mishaku hare zavania.
But enough of that, right?
Waxan nakale zegi.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Kun.
He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output.
Si logo partinea fanes.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters.
Piada.
Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been.
Son.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Sarevanyat Zab?
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Etchinia.
There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting says you stick to the haunting, and shots present themselves later.
Squib brutal. Find the squib brutal. रोबोट बढ़िया है। ये इसको सक क्यों नहीं कर रहा था? क्या ग्लिच हो गया था कब से वो? इसके पहले तो फ्यूल उसने सक कर लिया था रोबोट ने, या फिर कुछ ज्यादा ही लेवल में था इसलिए।
Gulp in some air. Mount up.
वैसे तो फ्यूल खींच लेते हैं। पता नहीं इस बार की इसमें खींच नहीं रहा। इस वाले में डिफरेंस है क्या? ओ भाई बूम बम कर दिया पूरा।
Wait, it's the squip hola. The place is just filled with critters.
कल जो इसको मार रहे थे बड़ा वाला, उस टाइम में रोबोट मिल गया तो मजा आ गया। सही है, ट्रांजिशन में थोड़ा सा भी स्टटर नहीं हो रहा।
Need someone to unite them. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death.
Toxic. Just a moment, guys. मरते मरते बचा।
Idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there.
अच्छा अल्ट बटन दबाना। अलग अलग बटन आते हैं। ओके ऐसे पूरा भर गया इसलिए हम यहाँ पे चढ़ के जा सकते। अरे ये क्या हो गया? इसने जंप क्यों नहीं किया? ये चोमटी है। वहां पर उसने जंप ही नहीं की।
Be on the watch for a way out. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there.
ये देखो वापस से उसने जंप ही नहीं किया बड़े भाई। इस बार किया इसने। ग्लिच हो गया था, खतरनाक वाला। इसके पहले मैं सेम ऐसे ही कर रहा था, फिर भी जंप नहीं किया इसने।
You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Amazed the net worked. These steel legs were made for walking. Is your nose bleeding? A hero has to stand on its own. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mekton. It will be strong enough to launch them at the Jumbo Puff. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to... He got the idea to build the Mekton when he found a big crate containing the metal frame for something Toxanol had named an exoskeleton. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Wonders who thinks up these mechanical things. Says you should take care. Gizmo wants to help if he can. The sun must have been especially bright the day you met the Myriad tribe. Time is not on your side when it comes to... We'll be around when you return. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Wishes you goodbye.
Repeat the Jumbo Puff.
Things are happening. It's not just anyone that's awake and moving.
क्या मस्त लाइटिंग आ रही है ग्राफिक्स में तो बढ़िया है गेम बच्चों को बहुत पसंद आता ये गेम कंट्रोलर से भी आराम से खेल सकते हैं कंसोल में भी मजा आएगा क्योंकि इसमें ऑटो एम वगैरह सब कुछ ये रखते हैं इसलिए अच्छा
Don't you just love the smell of burning black juice? There's a
थोड़ा बहुत
place
फ्यूल होता है वो सब कर सके, इतना ज्यादा फ्यूल नहीं।
that city scenario. It's already come and gone.
ये रोबोट बन के हम ये कर रहे हैं, फिर भी इसका अंदर डैमेज हो रहा है, ये क्या है लॉजिक? वो रोबोट का ही यूज कर रहे हैं हम, इसलिए इसका अंदर डैमेज हो रहा है। तबाही मचा दी हुई ब्रो। ट्रांजिशन इफेक्ट बढ़िया है इस आंखों वगैरह। पूरा ऐसा चंकिया है।
Bang Shelter 7B is still there, open and ready to shelter. Not dead yet.
अबे ये रोबोट यूज कर रहे फिर भी अंदर वो कैसे मर जा रहे? ये झांटू जैसा कोई लॉजिक ही नहीं।
Your lungs aren't built for this. Bang Shelter 7B is still there, open and ready to shelter.
Just a moment, guys. वो दलदल है उसको सक नहीं कर सकते वो सब फ्यूल को सक कर सकते लेट्स गो लेवल अप
Ready to womble and womp.
जंबो बॉफ इसकी माँ का इसको मारना
That's a jumbo puff with an appetite. Ain't no fun. An end to it before it ends our world.
इसकी माँ का निकल गया आता होगा हौसला इसकी
Can't give up now.
ये तो पूरा ऐसे निकल ही गया यार जस्ट अ मोमेंट गाइस क्या हुआ? कट गई इसकी। कुछ नया कांड करेगा। ये तो उठा उठा के पत्थर मार रहा है।
Uh-oh. The jumbo pup is kicking it up a little. It's time for an electric performance.
ओ ये हरामी औकात पे आ गया अपनी। ये कुछ इलेक्ट्रिक निकल रहा है। तेरी माँ का जंबो पॉप मारू। बारिश चालू।
A bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack, and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. That's too close to the end station. Better move up and away, or be swept out the bowel way.
जाना कहाँ है?
What a super-sized wormwood. That must be as big as the
अच्छा ये हार्ट को डैमेज कर।
It's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty Taurus is already offbeat. End it. The Taurus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do.
बढ़िया है ये ऐसे।
Guessed it would go down with a
नहीं,
throw.
इसको लगा निकल जाएगा तो बच जाएगा।
Better than that.
उल्टा हो रहा है, कुत्ते के मौत मर। इसको मारा था बिजी का रोबोट की वजह से।
He thanks you for dealing with another world eater. You're halfway there.
Ya put?
He's got word out of date spotted Lupin and has a feeling your time has come. He hopes you're up for it.
Yeti Rikli?
Even though you're good-hearted, you shouldn't miss this opportunity to confront the predator.
Skuni?
Just head back to the foot of the tree. Fingers crossed Lupin will stay put until you're there.
दो वर्ल्ड डिटेल इसको मार दिया हमने। रिटर्न टू आउट ऑफ डेट। एक इसको ये अभी करना है, इस वाले को मार। पानी वाले को तो मार देना। तीन मुंह वाला तो ये रहा लाल कलर का, इसको मार दिए। 2 वर्ल्ड को मार दिया, 2 बाकी है।
The yerp fields, where the... Let's see. Don't trip over what you can't see.
Tamuk Gabamuktab.
Out of Date says the time has come for you to reconcile with your past.
Ebaso Dombubu Bukoye.
Lupa Lupin is still staying in the camp where he was brought up. He hopes you'll find the answers you are looking for there.
Ebaso Dombubu Bukoye.
Even though darkness is a part of your nature, he suggests you try to keep your cool, as the best fighter is never angry.
Pilvov Ugvuhu Wobra Boom.
He'll point you in the right direction, but the rest is up to you. This part of the journey is one you'll have to do on your own. Lupa Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. Out of Date hopes you'll find your way and the answers you were looking for once you're there.
Tolu Keta Ya Wawanawe.
He knows he said it before, but the time has come to put an end to the Lupin's reign of terror.
Kabobe Farhi.
You should get over there, come face to face with destiny. It's going to be you against the Lupin. No rules.
Momombusu?
He's happy to help.
Momombusu?
Didn't have much else to say, so no problem.
Defeat Lupa Lupin. Lupa Lupin कहाँ?
Lupa Lupin's camp has always been there, hidden deep inside the mountains. You're grown wiser.
वहाँ पर जाना कैसे? अच्छा वो रहा ब्रिज.
Tread carefully here. This is Looper Lupin's camp. Looper Lupin says he's been looking at see for yourself where it all started. He was so little when your mother and kin came here to put an end to his mother just because she was different, a hunter. That night, the hunter became the hunted, trapped with nowhere to run. He says your mother showed no mercy, only vengeance. He can see that you're not like your mother. There's something different about you. Maybe you would have made a better decision than she did, and let them be. They orphaned him, left him alone, an outcast and a freak. Looper Lupin says he's been reliving the moment every night since then.
क्या ये इसके माने इसके हंटर की मम्मी को
Your
माने.
mother and her disciples started something that couldn't be undone. They created the monster he would become.
Just so.
He knew his time would come and he was patient. So, when he got news about your birth, he knew how to get revenge that would last. That's why he spared you that night he raised the village when you were a child. He wanted you to suffer for life, like he had. He marked you for life, so he'd recognize you when you met again, and you'd eventually remember where you came from.
No.
His hunger grew insatiable over the years to come. He tried, but being vegetarian wasn't in his nature and he couldn't go hungry. But he's never taken a life for the sake of appetite. It's always been about survival, and that our true self is being who we are. A deep look into nature will make you understand everything better, and that natural selection eliminates and the strongest survive. Fate is for those too weak to determine their own destiny, and now the time has come for you to accept yours.
चिकन से मर गई.
Spin, swing, crack. Bruised.
उठा उठा के बट गई। मार दिया बहन चो। मेरे हेल्थ के ऊपर ध्यान ही नहीं गई।
He says you're more. He knew his. That's what.
No.
He.
Just so.
But he's now a deep look.
Just so.
ये कौन पकड़ रहा है इसको? First plan. ये क्या? The old youngling weapon. आउट ऑफ डेट के पास है ना, नाम भी कैसा रखा है इसमें, आउट ऑफ डेट। इसकी एज होगी ये।
Even the feel of the air changes as you go underground.
Taimis.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
Tulua ba volua.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Noko in the east.
Ya yumawa.
Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Noko.
Fabobe mok kofar.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Noko and making sure she gets what she needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date was spot on. The hoof puff needs to be stopped.
Iboda kelmok.
Out of Date says that Noko is worried now that the Eastern World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Deno kun nunyo fobo.
He explains that Noko keeps a fabled steed that she has planned to ride out to the World Eater, but needs help to get it prepared.
Tika ma perna.
Out of Date suggests that you should head east as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Ya, savoita mua.
He's happy to help.
Beboko kontabe.
Says goodbye to you.
Visit Noko. Noko किस तरफ?
Baluotoloa.
He says you really need to go see Noko as soon as possible.
Loa tolu tom.
He's happy to help.
जा तो रहे हैं.
Wunk bobo tuboko.
We'll be around.
अचानक क्यों वापस वो डायलॉग मारने लगे? सुंदर जैसा घूम अच्छा इसके साइड क्वेस्ट मेन मिशन पे ध्यान दे माँ का घोंसला इस इसकी माँ का उल्टा भी मारता है इसके अंदर चला गया बड़ा
much easier to see all the colors during the day.
अरे यार पहुंच नहीं पाएगा बड़ा भाई। Christ. A crossway. This means you have a choice to make. Which way? Even the grass is shorter. This region is known as the Canupstonies. You can't find a harder place in the world. Look at those notices on the board. Too bad the Gnotes couldn't read them.
If you wander around here, you might find Noko. She just loves those gnotes. Once the power ran out, it made... Nope, you still have to feed them, but food's easier to find than go juice. Watch your step here, and you might find tracks of another traveler. Let's see.
Puri kumbala muma. Apli tonumuta.
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again.
Kala.
She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid.
Kanyala no toro.
Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark.
Anora kapapum.
But that's all long gone now, though. Memory
Urasa durut.
believes everyone needs direction in this broken world. Your only hope is that you'll end up in a good place once all this is over.
Inyada aldud.
Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be.
Doma le tuk.
She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least.
Dere.
She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
Monidasa.
Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like, until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here.
Asana yotpa.
Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Lupa Lupin to pay for what he did to her gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Come toward the light.
Slow down. Why would you rush in?
When you see what you want, why wait?
Well, what about being careful?
Poppycock, full speed ahead.
Tukonda.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever...
Inadabsunka.
You can't do everything you want, can't go everywhere, can't see everything, only what you can.
Kala.
Hates to think of what's going to happen to all the gnotes when the world dies. Nothing left to care for.
Ferena masalapu.
Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out.
Kamonu.
Can't believe you joined up with the Jagni,
Pendrine senema.
like starving thieves in a food factory.
Narolote.
But let's not speak of that now.
Masama.
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow.
Kanoruta.
The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Taifanamenuma.
You should lead the Majut back here.
Drobalu.
She can't be sure. You'll have to wait and see. Listen to all that night noise. You found the Majut Meadow. Watch out for the Majut. Oh, ouch!
Let's go.
Better than nothing.
अच्छा है फॉलो करे हुए
The deeper the night, the darker it gets.
Kan Asana Yotpa.
Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned.
Kanamunt.
She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
Kialdo male kanodo.
The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
Ferena masalapo.
She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time.
Berry?
She figures the choosies from the old world are made from gummy trees, but wouldn't be surprised if they were actually made from some chemical concoction, though.
Sana yote.
Noko is always willing to help.
Asadurutu.
Says you'll meet again.
make your way to the cross
Let's see.
okay guys, I'm taking a short break. I'll be back after a short break, so stay tuned. Maybe 15-20 minutes about something. You guys are back. ओके इस बिल्डिंग में जाना शायद इसलिए बता रहे। Just a moment.
It's time for an adventure, for good or bad.
Just a moment.
This is harder than it looks.
इसके ऊपर कैसे चढ़?
Hold on.
अच्छा ओके जिपलाइन जैसे यूज कर ये फीचर अभी पता चला।
You shouldn't be so... Flick the switches in order to greenlight the current and activate the electrons in the panel. Good. The loop is electrified enough to spark.
The loop is electrified in it. Spark.
That's a motored blind. Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get. Once it's out of the blind box, that is.
Chewicum.
Sound seems to travel farther at night.
Polakuto.
With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Majut calms down. But Noko is still concerned.
Kala.
She's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got.
Pialtuma.
The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old-world mecha-Majut.
Kanamunt.
If she remembers correctly, she's
Sadurutu.
Seems the old world had plenty to offer, and all in one place for those obsessed with material things. Almost too much, if you ask her.
Find the mecha mode. Just a moment.
You finally found the village of Bumlidoff.
Oirotsaktut
Wishes you would just give up and let the world burn.
matawayu wahabiu.
यहाँ पे सुसु कर लेते हैं ना
See,
फर्स्ट ट्रैवल कर सके फिर
you can always come back until time runs out. That one wasn't so smart.
हेलो चिको, बड़े लोग, क्या हाल है? बढ़िया यार, तुम बताओ। By the way, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining.
A smilo shopperia. Yes, shopping here put a smile on your face. Close encounter. It's becoming terminal. The day is dawning. Couldn't just be open, eh? Eye boxes like this are few and far between. However, that's no great loss. Talking pictures from the four times lacked a message.
क्या गायब है? हैं?
That's an odd thing, don't you think?
क्या गायब છે? વીસી भी नहीं आता। એવું આપણે कुछ खेलते तो है नहीं हम वीसी में भी। क्या मेरे में तो कोई ऐसा होता नहीं।
You need to line up the switches so they match.
इसी तो कुछ खेलना हो तो मैं ऑटोमेटिक कंप्लीट हो गई।
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
मल्टीप्लेयर्स गेम्स तो मैं कोई खेलता नहीं हूँ। भी काफी टाइम से वो पहले तुम भी वो CS2 के लिए बोलते थे, तुम भी ऐसे अभी खेलते नहीं हो इतना। मेरा भी टाइमिंग चेंज ऐसे कभी और ऐसा हो जाता है। बाकी रात को तो मैं स्ट्रीम करता हूँ, दिन में इतना मेरे को टाइम होता नहीं।
Now, you need to loosen the bolts without rattling the mechanism.
पबजी रमे अभी तो सारे पबजी खेल रहे हैं। अच्छा है, मैं पबजी नहीं खेलता हूँ।
Time to stop horsing around and get the sit tight back to Nocco.
वाह, इसको राइड करना। मैं तो बस ये FPS में CS2 फोर्टनाइट सब रिकॉल चेंज हो जाता है। मेरे को बस CS2 का रिकॉल वो समझ में आता है, फोर्टनाइट का आता है। वेलो भी नहीं खेलता मैं। वाह, लंबी रेस का घोड़ा। बढ़िया गेम है यार, मजा आता है। काफी कुछ है ऐसे करने को।
Yuck. That there's a sludge gush field where the company used to suck sludge from the underground. Now it's all over.
इसकी माँ का ये क्या था? अच्छा ये आराम खोर यहाँ पर। मैं सोचा पत्ते के बीच में से क्या है सर निकला, फाड़ के रख दी मेरी। इसमें से कुछ मिला नहीं इसको। घोड़ा क्या है? मैप तो देख लो, मैं कहीं घूम घूम के कहीं ले जा रहा हूँ। नहीं, इस तरफ से भी जा सकते हैं। यहाँ पे क्या करना है? अच्छा ये कुछ पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं इसमें से। उल्टा क्यों जा रहा हूँ? यहीं से जाना।
Better to be on top of a mount than standing behind it.
साइड क्वेस्ट नहीं करनी है। अच्छा ये हाईवे लेना।
That's a moto tunnel. Imagine when automotos blazed through here.
इसके थ्रू जा नहीं सकते। वापस घूम के जाना पड़ेगा। कैसे मिराज क्यों हो रहा है? हमारा मेन मिशन है वो करना।
It's a fine way to ride.
बारिश चालू हो गई इसमें।
Ala.
Now that the Majut's got a mouthful of bonbon gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the Majut is ready to ride.
Asana Yotpa.
Nokko's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the hoof puff when you confront it.
Kala.
She's called them glitter moths, and the best way to find them is to go talk to Mito. She's asked him to keep them somewhere safe.
Sadurutu.
You'll find Mito at Bright Light. He's a light-headed fellow, but hopefully...
Kodotuku.
She's noticed the front teeth seem to be a little loose, so you might be able to pull them out with the pull hook.
Ask Mito about glitter moths. कहाँ पे? अच्छा बारिश के इफेक्ट मस्त दे रखी है इसमें। ग्राफिक्स वाइज गेम बहुत ही बढ़िया है। ऐसे बड़े ऐसे स्क्रीन में ओलेड वगैरह में ऐसे खेलो ना मजा आई। ऐसे जा सकते ओके यहीं से जा।
This place is called Brightlight. Mito lives close by.
Zykantum. Tundo pontoyo.
With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it. And even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play a huge part in that. Claims to be a simple lamp maker, bringing light into the world as best he can.
Da sompo.
You've found your way through the darkness. You shine like the sun in the sky, but will you use that power to warm the world or burn it?
Zykantum.
Hopes you see how much good you can do with power like that, and how easy it is to let it drive you mad.
Yonko.
No matter where your path takes you, though, it's important to remember where you came from. The past brightlights the present.
Kopasa kompo.
Wonders if you know how much of an effect you've had upon the world. Your presence changes things like light changes darkness. Did you realize that when choosing where to shine?
Munkine.
Figures that doesn't matter. You can't help but shine either way.
Tiba.
Wishes you could see your way toward using your fire to light the way in the world, rather than burn it down.
Dirindum.
Whatever happens to the world, you shone as bright as you could. That matters more than you know.
Kaikika kokum.
Thinks it's funny you worked with the Jagni. They tried to rob him once, but he scorched away any that got too close.
Tutozinkutimpo.
Says if they didn't want to get seared, they shouldn't have been so close.
Okankum.
Says he can see by the twinkle in your eyes that you're not here to talk about your allies.
Tundo pontoyo.
He assumes you are here to be enlightened. He can't blame you, as everything just feels dark and hopeless these days.
Munkine.
There's something about you, like you're knit together. Your fate's connected. What you've said, he feels too. So, why not call him Me Too? He senses you're like the dayfly, living every day like it's your last, afraid that when night comes, it might be proved right.
Totum.
Says it's pronounced that way, but spelt different. But he feels that connection with you.
Kopasa kompo.
Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too.
Totum.
He reckons you haven't seen a glitter moth, and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow.
Po.
Finding yourself a glitter moth would give you that glimmer of hope you need to continue all the way to the end.
Taikatapa.
Figures you should do it if you want to become as enlightened as him.
Find the glitter moth bro.
The sky is as bright as it's going to be.
इसकी माँ का इसका अवॉइड किया फिर भी यहाँ तक मारा इस क्या है डाबर पुदीना हरा मार रहा है बेंटन की नाजायज होला
That place there's a real fixer-upper, not an entirely lost cause. Your destiny waits on the path you'll take to avoid it. You need to swivel the globus's bearings to get the atlas mapper to work. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. You need to swivel the globus's bearings.
तो इसमें करना कैसे वो समझ
You
नहीं
need to swivel the globus's bearings.
अच्छा ओके हाँ मैं वो ब्लॉग ब्लॉग कैसे घुमाना था वही पता नहीं सका
Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross.
वहाँ पे ऊपर जाने का रास्ता कहाँ है
You're fading. Batter them down. One by one they fall.
अच्छा ये यहाँ से जाना रोप का यूज करके सही लग रहा है। चलो घोड़ा लेके आता। बेन का घोड़ा कहाँ चला गया? यहीं पे तो था। अच्छा ये रहा।
You need to show your mount who's boss.
इसके ऊपर कहाँ से जाना है? कंफ्यूजन है कंफ्यूजन। चारों तरफ कोहरा ही कोहरा हो गया। अच्छा ये लो येलो येलो पार्ट है वहां से इसके ऊपर।
Focus on the tightrope.
चलो लेवल अप भी होगी।
Nothing
Find
like
the
a
glitter
story with
moths.
an unexpected ending. Glittermoth Cave is right here.
area completed.
Every little bit helps.
अच्छा ये जो उड़ रहे हैं उनको पकड़ना। दो पकड़े, तीन आ गए, चार आ गए, लास्ट वन। फिर अभी वापस नोको के पास जाना। वापस घोड़ा लेके जाना पड़ेगा।
Mush mush. Biohazard makes your skin crawl.
जब हम जगह से जंप करता हूँ हाइट अच्छी है इसकी।
Pala.
That's enough glitter moths to make her plan work.
Kala.
She wants you to stop worrying about the paths you've ridden and focus on the inevitable road ahead, the one that leads to confrontation with the World Eater.
Brumblene marsamon.
The hoof puff is evidence of the duality of evolution, utterly beautiful and
Utterly,
grotesque
butterly
at the same
delicious.
Canorota.
time. She means that the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root, as it's been isolated in the Knoopstonies mountains.
Andro.
So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest root that's hidden beneath the surf.
Asilnatu.
It reminds her of the gnotes and, like them, it's hoofed. They're just a lot bigger.
Defeat the hoof puff. The northeastern world eater.
That's an improvement.
बायोपोर्ट्स किस में काम आते हैं?
Even the trees are tougher here.
हरियाली हरियाली.
There's an aero wreck over there. So much wasted.
अच्छा ये तालाब है, मुझे सब घास जैसा लगा, मुझे लगा घास का मैदान। कहाँ से जाना है? घूमते हैं, ऐसा ही जा रहा है। इसके ऊपर जो रास्ता है वो लेके जाना, इससे होकर जाना। ये वाले रास्ते से भी जा सकते।
You seem to have made a new friend. You don't see many old shops like that anymore. Might still be something worth walking around for. Switched off the lights. Had better days. What a blow. Injured.
अब ऊपर मुझे डैमेज ही नहीं दे सकते। पहले तो मुझे लगा हमें इसको बचाना है, फिर पता चला ये हराम में मारा।
Seemed like this night might never end.
The moment. इसकी क्या कमजोरी है? ये तो उठा उठा कर पटक रहा है। अच्छा इसके पैर में ही है सब, इसको फोड़ना है। चलो एक फूट गई। अच्छा ऐसे दाग तोड़ना है इसको, ये भी सही। अरे यार चलो हो गई, इधर आउट करो इसके पहले तो मार दो। हर बार ऐसे करना। हर बार ऐसे वो पॉप करना है। वे दूसरा दांत भी उखाड़ दे। नहीं अभी ये अपनी औकात दिखाए। ये आवाज मस्त है पॉप होने के। सही है सही। अबे इसके फट रही है, दूर भाग रही है। माउंटेन ड्यू निकाला इसने अंदर से। क्या बचा हो भाई? इसकी भी ये वाला लग गया इस पर। अच्छा अभी ये इसको कुछ नहीं हो सकता। अरे मर जाएगा मैं। अरे यार चोमटिया मेरा हिला ही नहीं वहां से। अभी बस ऐसे सर्वाइव ही करना। अभी भागो अभी भागो अभी भागो वापस। अरे यार इसके बहुत यार बेकार। थोड़ा से बच जाता है तभी आराम है, पता नहीं लास्ट टाइम भी यही हुआ लोगों तो मर नहीं वाला था तभी मेरे को मार दिया। ये रिलोड फटाफट आ जाता है ना वो दिक्कत। कुछ अटैक करने का टाइम होता है तभी रिलोड आ जाता है। ये फूटने वाला था इसका। चल अभी तो मरना चाहिए। लेट्स गो। वॉलेटर डिफीटेड। पहली बार में पता नहीं था कैसे करना है, फिर वो 2-3 बार ऐसे हेल्थ पे ध्यान नहीं गया मेरा, वरना आराम से मर जाता।
Perfetta.
That sealed the fate of the third World Eater. Just one more to go.
Na oko, kiza?
Out of Date asked to see you again to congratulate you and let you in on the final phases of his plan.
Dolo.
This is your chance to get his priorities aligned with yours. Do right by your tribe and the world at large.
Skuni.
Just head back to the Ark. He seemed eager to see you again.
अभी कहाँ जाना है वापस? अच्छा आउट ऑफ डेट के पास। Just a moment, guys.
At least being underground keeps you out of the weather.
Kim hove be kuku hi far muk.
Out of Date thinks the time has come to end the conflict between the tribes. There won't be any winners in this war.
Ja, se voita mua.
You should know it's not too late to change direction by visiting another tribe's fort. However, it might be best to stick with the tribe you've chosen already.
Muk bebuk.
He believes it'll take someone with a light perspective and key to counterbalance the Sifu's energy in the end.
Ewe bobuye.
Regardless of the outcome, you need to play your part and conclude the conquest. It'll be over soon.
Tolua lu toluka.
Out of Date reminds you that the time has come to end the tribe war.
Mao toliawahu.
He's happy to help.
Mao toliawahu.
Says talking to you was interesting.
Return to Noku. नोको कहाँ है? ओके यहाँ से फेस्ट होल्ड नहीं होगा, बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा पहले यहाँ से.
So many creatures doing so many things during the day. Let's see.
Asana Yotpa.
She wonders if the rumors she's heard about you finding the Ark are true.
Dropalo.
Thinks that's impossible, of course, but she also knows you regularly make the impossible happen.
Andro?
The Ark seems like the only way to escape this world now that it's officially doomed.
Asil Natu.
Loves that you did your best to help the world rather than hurt it. You could have used much more of that, even before you returned.
Urasa Durut.
Any idea who might be joining you on your Arky journeys?
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. The only one we'd want to get away quickly from here is darkness.
But you know you can't go on without me. Even if I'm bad company, I complete you.
I think we can finally agree on something. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But best of all is being good company yourself.
Berry?
Feels deeply honored that you'd want her to come with you. An Ark is no ganote, but she can't pass this up. She's coming aboard.
Bola Kudo.
Noko knows she's known for saying things over again.
Amun.
Says you'll meet again.
क्या करना है? तेरी माँ का
It's so barren here.
पहले बड़े वाले को ही मार
The deep cut. Middle left. Looks good.
अच्छा है फुल वापस इसके लिए वापस म्यूट लेना पड़ेगा वो कहाँ पर है म्यूट कहाँ है म्यूट 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 मारी का कहाँ है सर म्यूट कहाँ पे बता ट्रांसपोर्ट ट्रांसपोर्ट सिलेक्ट किया तो क्या आ जाना चाहिए क्या अच्छा ओके अच्छा ऐसे भी होता है ओके ओके
Treat its fair time and the mouth will return the favor.
ऐसे समन कर सकते हो तो पहली बार ऐसे इसमें यूज करने का है ना अभी तक तो आ ही जाता था समन करने का तो ऐसा आया ही नहीं कभी
That old home might not be stripped clean yet. काफी हाइट थी मुझे लगा कम हाइट होगी The mountains are so tall, peaked.
कितना दूर है? तेरी माँ को।
You need to believe how serious this is if you want to have any effect on it.
काफी सारी चीजें मिली।
They used to call this a thoroughfare. Look at all those old homes. A motor juice station. Guess they filled up motos with go juice here. That brickbat is ripe for the pluck. You already missed the sky, don't you?
अच्छा इसकी एनर्जी खत्म जहाँ टू जैसे वैसे घूम के कितना जाना पड़ेगा एक जगह के लिए
Get ready to get dirty.
तो चोंटियों को मारा था
Don't let your mount ignore you.
कौन सी चाटो जैसी जगह है कहाँ से जान ओके चलो फाइनली पहुंच गए ये मक्खी मावन कर देती थी भाई माँ का घोंसला इसका ओके अभी लास्ट वाला कहाँ है काफी दूर लग रहा है ओके
That's the rumor. Go, beastie, go.
1300 मीटर बढ़िया जगह है अच्छी खासी डिटेल्स है
Stumbled into
Game.
the mushy mosh mire.
Mushy
The
mosh
risk of
mire.
getting forever stuck is omnipresent, regardless of whether you want it or not. That straw barn should hold enough hay to fly.
तेरी माँ का ये टूरेट है क्या क्या गुंडा बने गए मस्त स्लो मोशन इसको कैसे तोड़े अच्छा टूट गए वो डैमेज नहीं दिखा रहा था उसका डैमेज हो रहा था ऐसे कुछ अच्छी जगह है वैसे। इसे इग्नोर करो इनको बेकार में टाइम वेस्ट हो मेन मिशन पे ध्यान दो अच्छी छलांगे लगा है डिस्टेंस फोक क्वालिटी बढ़िया है गेम की वॉल्यूमेट्रिक फोक वगैरह काफी रियलिस्टिक है
Aren't too many streets like this left. Lots of places to poke around.
वो बर्फीला इलाका है भी मजा आने बड़ी
Time to ride. You discovered a frozy bric-brac. Wonder what's left inside.
हैं
It's a cold zone. Even a thick coat of fur is enough to keep you warm here.
ओके ठंडी ज्यादा है तो फिर इसे ठंड के लिए क्या करना है ये अलग ही बहुत से रोग हैं कितना मीटर है 400 मीटर जाके देखते हैं नॉर्मल हो गया। चलो सही। अच्छा और मैंने ट्राई किया थोड़ा सा एरिया बर्फ वाला।
Bug flu outpost. The Lotus tribe carved this out forever ago.
इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे आने का ये सोचा था। देखते हैं मरता है तो फिर वापिस वो कुछ करेंगे, पहले ट्राई करके देखते हैं। मुझे लगा पूरा एरिया बर्फीला होगा। सही है, ग्रीनरी इसमें हरियाली इतनी काफी अच्छी बात है।
Enjoy the Toto Grotto there. It's got it all. Give it a little kick.
अच्छा ये साइड क्वेस्ट थी, मैं जो मुझे लगा मेन क्वेस्ट है। आपकी माँ बंद कर दी। बताओ, मैं मेन क्वेस्ट समझ के कर रहा था, कब से टाइम वेस्ट किए जा रहा हूँ। मेन क्वेस्ट में क्या? फालतू में ये क्वेस्ट करके टाइम वेस्ट किया। 3 आवर के 15 मिनट हो। वैसे आज ये जल्दी ऐसे वो खत्म हो गया। मेन आइटम को मारा मैंने, ये क्या बोलते हैं वर्ल्ड ईटर, इसको हमने जल्दी मार दिया। थर्ड वन कॉफी वाला था, इसमें था, यहाँ पे था ना ये पफ पफ को मारने में मैंने जल्दी इसको मार दिया आज, थर्ड वाले को, वर्ल्ड ईटर को। मुझे लगा ये कुछ मेन क्वेस्ट हो गई, इसलिए मैं कब से यहाँ से वहां जा रहा हूँ।
Don't look that beastie in the sears.
नहीं चलो गिज़्मो के पास जाके फिर यहाँ पे सेव करके स्ट्रीम एंड करते। मुझे लगा मेन क्वेस्ट है, इसलिए कब से यहाँ वहाँ घूमे जा रहा हूँ, फालतू में टाइम वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ। Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and make sure to follow me on Instagram too. See you in the next stream. Till then, khatam, tata, bye bye. Peace out.